Good Wednesday, everyone. I'm Cyrus Webb, and welcome to Conversation Daily News. Glad you all could be with us. But of course, you have your news headlines coming up on this hump day. With a message from my book, Words I Choose to Live By, and in today's Entertainment Spotlight, you're part of my conversation with best-selling author Manswell T. Peterson, discussing his year and what's to come. Enjoy our broadcast. For Conversation Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with their Wednesday headlines. In national news, in Trump, Texas, House panel mulls releasing long sought returns. The Democratic-controlled House Ways and Means Committee met on Tuesday to vote on whether to publicly release years of Donald Trump's tax returns, which the former president has long tried to shield. The committee chairman has kept a close hold on the actions of the panel, which plans to vote on the release in a closed session that could span several hours. If lawmakers move forward with plans to release the returns, it's unclear how quickly that would happen. But after a years-long battle that ultimately resulted in the Supreme Court clearing the way last month for the Treasury Department to send the returns to Congress, Democrats are under pressure to act aggressively. The committee received 6 years of tax returns for Trump and some of his businesses, and with just 2 weeks left until Republicans formally take control of the House, Tuesday's meeting could be the last opportunity for Democrats to disclose whatever information they may have gleaned. Republicans have railed against the potential release, arguing that it would set a dangerous precedent. Before Tuesday's meeting, the committee's top Republican called any release of Trump's tax returns a dangerous new political weapon that even Democrats will come to regret. Trump has long had a complicated relationship when it comes to his personal income taxes, says the Associated Press. As a presidential candidate in 2016, he broke decades of precedent by refusing to release his tax returns to the public. He bragged during a presidential debate the year that he was smart because he paid no federal taxes, and later claimed he wouldn't personally benefit from the 2017 tax cuts he signed into law that favored people with extreme wealth, asking Americans to simply take him at his word. The 2020 article showed that Trump paid just $750 in federal income taxes in 2017 and 2018. Trump paid no income taxes at all in 10 of the past 15 years because he generally lost more money than he made. In more national news, suspense builds at border over future of U.S. asylum rules. Suspense mounted at the U.S. border with Mexico on Tuesday about the future of restrictions on asylum seekers as the Supreme Court issued a temporary order to keep pandemic-era limits on migrants in place. Conservative-leaning states want a reprieve, though it could be brief, as they push to maintain a measure that allows officials to expel many, but not all, asylum seekers. In a last-ditch appeal to the Supreme Court, they argued that an increased number of migrants would take a toll on public services such as law enforcement and health care, and warned of an unprecedented calamity at the southern border. Chief Justice John Roberts granted a stay pending further order, asking the administration of President Joe Biden to respond by 5 p.m. on Tuesday. The Department of Homeland Security, which is responsible for enforcing border security, acknowledged Roberts' order and said the agency would continue preparations to manage the border in a safe, orderly, and humane way when the Title 42 public health orders lift. Migrants have been denied rights to seek asylum under U.S. and international law 2.5 million times since March 2020 on grounds of preventing the spread of COVID-19 under a public health rule called Title 42. In more national news, Harvey Weinstein found guilty of rape in Los Angeles trial. After a month-long trial and 9 days of deliberation, Los Angeles jurors on Monday found Harvey Weinstein guilty of the rape and sexual assault of just one of the 4 accusers he was charged with abusing, with the 3 guilty counts involving an Italian actor and model known at the trial as Jane Doe No. 1, still struck a major blow against the disgraced movie mogul and provided another Me Too moment of reckoning 5 years after he became a magnet for the movement. Weinstein, who is 70, is already serving 2 years in a 23-year sentence for a rape and sexual assault conviction in New York that is under appeal. Could get up to 24 additional years in prison in California when he's sentenced. And finally, in business news, stocks rise, bond yields jump after Japan surprises markets. Stocks closed modestly higher on Wall Street, while bond markets around the world felt pain Tuesday after a surprise move from Japan's central bank cranked up the pressure on an already slowing global economy. The S&P 500 rose 0.1% after flipping between small losses and gains in the early going. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 0.3%, and the Nasdaq Composite barely budged after closing less than 0.1% higher. Small company stocks outdid the broader market, lifting the Russell 2000 index 0.5% higher. The S&P 500 rose 4 points to 3,822. The Dow added 92 points to 32,850. The Nasdaq rose 1 point to 10,547. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. It's now time for a message from my book, Words I Choose to Live By. Enjoy. Good Wednesday, everyone. I'm Cyrus Webb, and welcome to Words I Choose to Live By. Who says your best days are behind you? Regardless of your age, status in life, or even what may have happened yesterday, you have been given today as a gift. Treat it as such by honoring each and every moment, doing everything you can to make each one better than the last. Your Creator saw fit to bless you with life. Show appreciation today by living it. Have an amazing hump day. We are part of my conversation coming up with best-selling author Manswell T. Peterson in today's Entertainment Spotlight. Stay with us. You're listening to Conversation Daily News. For Conversation Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with Entertainment Spotlight. Author Manswell T. Peterson joined me on Conversations Live, the radio show, to talk about his year and his extraordinary success. Here's a bit of our conversation. But Manswell, hello to you and welcome back to the program.
Thanks, hello. Thank you for having me, Cyrus. Thank you for having me.
Hey, glad to do it, man. So let's begin there. Let's begin by talking about the year that's been 2022, because we were just talking off air. I mean, you definitely are a product of the work. I mean, you're not afraid to put in the work. So what has it been like for you, Manswell, to see the hard work paying off for you?
Man, it's been wild. It's been crazy. It's been fun. Just hearing from the readers around the world. You know, I think that's the most exciting thing, that you see people in the U.S. and around the world, and they're accepting of what you're writing, and, you know, they're loving the fact that I did a different twist of some stuff. And so, you know, when you hear that from readers, you know, you can't help but get excited.
And the thing about you, Manswell, that I have respected from you, as you know, as not only, of course, a fan of your work, but also someone who's watched your career, is that you're not afraid to take chances. Here in my home studio, I have your children's book, Braylon the Bear and Friends, Forever Friends. I have his $1 Billion Baby, the book one of the Billionaire Baby series. I have some of the books, you know, that you've written in your series too, Bride Faye, the King, and then, of course, Princess of Wolves. You've been able to write for different audiences. So what has that been like for you to have different audiences appreciating different aspects of your work?
It's heartwarming, because, you know, you get the readers who love, like, you know, the Lacrosse universe, and they know that I'm writing for their kids and their teenagers in Lacrosse Academy. And so, you know, you write for the women who love, you know, they want to get away from reality. You write for the men who want to get away from reality. And so when you combine it all, it's like having that first cup of coffee in the morning. It's like, you know, it's refreshing, because, you know, they see you, they like you, they welcome you, and then they start pounding your email and your inbox asking, okay, when's the next book?
Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. We thank you all for tuning into this edition of Conversations Daily News. But better get on some more news, message from my book, Words I Choose to Live By, and of course your Entertainment Spotlight. Until then, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Daily News today. Now let's go make it a great one.